Hello everyone. Today I want to talk to you about TOEFL vocabulary that you will find on the TOEFL examination in the readings, in the listenings, and you can also use this in writing and speaking. And I'm going to help you to understand these vocabulary words with examples and also very short movie clips that will allow you to see these terms in context. The first word I want to go over is affair. Affair has three meanings, so it's a word with multiple meanings. And the first meaning that I want to go over means an event. So if you are going through a surgery and someone asks you, how was the surgery or how is the surgery? You could say, it's an unpleasant affair.
I'm happy the affair is over.
The next meaning of affair is a social event. So if I were to say that the prom or the dance was a wonderful affair, that would be a correct usage of that word.
We can make it an affair to remember.
And then there's the affair that is most commonly used in English, and that means extramarital relationship. So if you cheat on your spouse. So if you have an affair with another person, that means that you have cheated.
He had affair after affair.
The next word is bang, and bang can be used in two different ways. The first way is just the sound of an explosion, like a gun goes bang. Bang. The next sense of the word bang is to hit up against something, like I banged my fist on my hand, or I banged my car against another car, or I banged my head.
Because he banged the speedball into my shoulder.
The next word I want to go over is cripple or crippled. To cripple something means to hurt it to where it is disabled. So a hunter shoots an animal and cripples it, meaning that it's no longer healthy. It's a sad thing. A crippled animal is an animal that can no longer walk and can no longer run like it used to. And this can also be applied to humans, but it's politically incorrect to say that a person is crippled. You want to say that they are handicapped.
It's but a little crippled boy that I crippled.
The next word I want to go over is distinguish. And to distinguish is to separate and know the difference between two things. So a person who has a conscience and knows the difference between right and wrong can distinguish between right and wrong. If you have twins, you should be able, as a parent, to distinguish between one twin and another twin, although sometimes people can't distinguish between twins.
To distinguish between right and wrong.
The next word is endure. To endure something means to survive it. So if we endure this coronavirus pandemic, that means that we survived it, that we came out okay.
Love can endure.
The next word is flock, and a flock is a group, either of people or of animals. You'll hear about a flock of geese. You'll hear about a congregation in a church being called a flock. So a flock is a group or followers.
I'll watch over your flock.
The next word is haste, which means hurry. So when you hear someone say, make haste, that means hurry. Or if someone says that something was done in a haste, that means it was done in a hurry.
Marry in haste, repent in leisure.
The next word I want to go over is impose. To impose is to force your will. So you'll hear people say, I don't want to impose. That means that they don't want to force themselves on you or on a situation.
Go ahead, impose it.
Jam is a word that has two different meanings. So for example, you can first talk about a traffic jam. A traffic jam is whenever cars are back to back to back and they're not moving very quickly. They're stuck. That's a traffic jam.
Why are we not moving? What is causing this traffic jam?
And the second meaning of jam is to have a lot of something, or especially people, in a room, for example, or in a car. So if you say that the room was jammed full of people, that means there were so many people in there that there wasn't room for personal space.
It is jam with kids.
The next word I want to go over is knock. It's knock, hit, what? The next word I want to go over is knock. To knock something is to hit something. For example, you can knock on a door, or you can knock somebody down.
Knock me down.
The next word is leap. To leap is just to jump. Kids play leapfrog, and to leap can also be used metaphorically to talk about an advance or a jump in progress.
Okay, leave.
The next word is mankind, and mankind is synonymous for humanity, or all humans. So Neil Armstrong said when he was on the moon, one small step for a man and one giant leap for mankind, meaning all humans.
Mankind must end.
The next word is nonsense. Nonsense means silliness or stupid speech or behavior. If somebody says something that you don't agree with, you can say, that's nonsense. Or if children are doing things that are mischievous and annoying, you can say, stop that nonsense.
Nonsense.
The next word is obtain. To obtain means to get something. So if I obtain a degree at university, that means I got the degree.
You may obtain immediate relief by screaming.
The next word is passage. And passage has two meanings. For example, a passage is a route that you go through in order to get from point A to point B. So you could say that there's safe passage over the bridge, and that would be the first meaning.
Safe passage.
The second meaning of passage is a legal conception of passage, and that means that legislation, laws, have been enacted or passed in a governing body, and that's the second sense of passage.
And the passage of the Kingsley Finance Bill.
So here are some TOEFL words that I think will help you, especially on the listening and reading portions. But you can also use some of these words whenever you're writing and speaking on the TOEFL examination. I hope this helps you, and I'll be seeing you soon. Take care.